Andrea, just outline your presentation about the safety features that you're working on with the Dallara concept.
Okay. So safety essentially is a moving target. What is right today is not enough tomorrow. There is a combination of aerodynamics, structure, and geometry effect that will improve, hopefully, the safety and make it safer. We have to take into account the lessons and the mistakes of the past. Drivers try to go faster and push forward, so we have to encompass the new desires and the new situations to make it safer.
And what are some of the changes that you've made over the last couple of years?
I mean, the first look at the car, you see the bodywork is wider than the outer wheel rim. There is a tail at the back. These are the striking features on the new car. But there are a few others, like the shape of the underwing, that prevents limits the rollover tendency of the car at high speed, and a few other minor effects. But for sure the look is different if you consider an open wheel, an open cockpit car. This is a bit away from this path.
And how does the design of the bodywork over the wheels enhance safety? How does that work? Explain the concept.
It's not over the wheels. It's still an open wheel car. The shape of the body, let's say you lose control of the car, you go 90 degrees in yaw. So you have a lot of airflow sideways, and the airflow over the side, the bodywork in 90 degree slide has to be stable, should not make the car flip over. And we've seen a few conveniences of this. And also the underbody of the car has been shaped to reduce this tendency. The width of the car, the length of the car, the tail of the car is to reduce the risk of it's a wheel-to-wheel contact, so the car does not fly up up in the air. So the wheel-to-wheel contact is less likely to happen.
And in terms of IndyCar racing, obviously safety is very much at the forefront at the moment, what they're talking about, improvements. How does that change what you're looking at, changing the way you look at the design all the time?
I mean, you know, a few weeks ago we had a bad tragedy, and we have reacted. We had meetings with drivers, team owners, engineers, and we have since then introduced a new feature, which is in the side of the underwing. So there is less of a chance that the car that is hitting another car at an angle would ramp up on top of the car. So there is a sort of barrier, what we call a pod wing, which helps in this respect. So it's a continuous process. Drivers are a big part of it. The IndyCar as a organizer is a big part of it. Engineers is a working group every day. There is another meeting later this week in Indianapolis to discuss, and we are very, very active and fast in reacting.
Does the design of like oval circuits also affect the design of the car, how that car might be differently designed to traditional tracks, for example?
This is a good question. The design of a racetrack and the construction of the racetrack takes a lot of time. Essentially, you race where you have to race and make the best of it. Long term, yes, the interaction between the track designers and the promoters is a long and continuous process, but you cannot expect to change overnight the racetrack features like the fence or the banking or the pit area. You cannot expect that. But long term, yes. New tracks, yes.